Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson will be on using a line plot to display measurement data. Remember, our essential question for this chapter is how can I use measurement conversions to solve real-world problems? So you want to keep that in mind as we go throughout the lesson today. So what we have here is an example of a line plot. And what a line plot does is it shows how many times a specific occurrence happened. So let's say that this line plot was how many baskets a student made during their basketball game at recess. So the numbers down here would tell us the number of baskets. 0 baskets, 1 basket, 2 baskets, 3, 4, and 5 baskets. Now, a red X represents the students. So there were 2 students that scored 1 basket. Then 2 baskets, there were 1, 2, 3, 4 students. So 4 students scored 2 baskets. 3 would have 1 basket. 4 baskets would be 1, 2, 3, 4 students, and then 1 student scored 5 baskets. So line plots are used to show the number of times something occurs. Alright, so this line plot shows the length of fish. We know that because that is the title, length of fish, and then in parentheses it tells us feet. So they measured the length of the fish in feet. So we had 0 feet and we have 1 foot. And in between those, that's where we have the number of fish that were that length. So there was only 1 fish that was 1/6 of a foot long, 2 fishes that were 2/6 of a foot long, 3 fish that were 3/6 of a foot long, and so on. Now what they're asking us to do on this one is find the fair share in feet. The fair share is another word that means average. If all of them, remember when we find the average, we add up all the numbers and then divide by the total number. So that's what we are going to do today. So we look at our line plot and we have 1/6. Only 1 fish was 1/6 long, so we're only going to add 1/6 1 time. Then we look at our 2/6. Only 1 fish was 2/6, so we're going to add 2/6 1 time. And I'm going to switch over to my web whiteboard because that's a lot easier for me to write on, so just hold on for 1 minute. Alright, so we were adding 1/6 and 2/6. Let's go back to our data to keep going. So now we have 3/6, and we're going to count the number of fish that were 3/6 of a foot long. So that's counting our X's. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to add 3/6 3 times. And then we would keep going. 4/6. We're going to add that 1 time. There was only 1 red X, so we only need to add it once. And then our last one, 5/6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to add 5/6 4 times. Right, our next step is to add all of these numbers up. They all have 6's at the bottom. So they are all like fractions, so we know that 6 is going to stay at the bottom. All we have to do is add our denominators. So we have our numerators. 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 4 is 16. So 16 plus 5 would be 21, plus 5, 26, plus 5, 31, plus 5 is 36. So we have 36/6. Now, the next step in finding the fair share or the average is to divide by the number of numbers you added. So if we count our red X's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to divide 36.6 by 10 because that's the number of fish that there were. Remember, when we divide fractions, we follow KFC. Keep the first fraction, 36.6. Put the second one over 1 and then flip it. And then change the sign to multiplication. 36 times 1 is 36. 6 times 10 is 60. And then our last step would be to simplify. I know I can divide both 36 and 60 by 6. So I'm going to start there. 36 divided by 6 is 6. 60 divided by 6 is 10. I'm almost done simplifying. I can divide both of those by 2, which would give me 3/5. So the fair share would be 3/5 of a foot long. Okay, let's look at this next example. It says, use the capacity shown to create a line plot in gallons and find the fair share in gallons. So on my line plot, I'm going to start with 0. It's just like making a number line. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to put an X over that number each time that it is used. So my first number is 2. I'm going to mark it out in the box so I know I've got it, and then put an X. Then 1, 2, 3 3s, so I need 3 X's over my 3. Then 1, 2 2s again. A 1, a 3, and a 1. So that is what my line plot is going to look like. Next, I need to find the fair share. So I'm going to start with my 1. I had 1 twice, so that means that I need to add 1 2 times. Then I go to my next one, 2. I have it 1, 2, 3 times. So I'm going to add it 1, 2, 3 times. Then I had 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I didn't have any 4. So I'm going to add 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 3 is 17, plus 3 is 20. So that equals 20. My last step when finding the fair share is to divide by the number of amounts of water. So if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we had 9 X's. So we're going to do 20 divided by 9. I know 9 times 2 is 18. So I'd have a remainder of 2. So my answer would be 2. That's my whole number. My remainder is my numerator. And my divisor is my denominator. 2 and 2/9 would be the fair share. So I'm going to add that. 2 and 2/9. hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Don't forget to check your independent practice.